Montana's unemployment rate among veterans in post-September 11th wars is just over 20%. That's one of the highest in the nation. Irina Cates tells us how many veterans are looking for work in our state and how some are choosing to use this time for education.
At 20.1%, Montana has the fourth highest unemployment rate in the nation among Iraq and Afghanistan veterans.
One of the steps that we took, recognizing not only is it a problem nationally, but here in Montana, is we sent out some employer support individuals out to Fort Lewis as our guardsmen were coming home and talked to them about their job prospects.
The Montana National Guard's 163rd Cavalry Regiment came home in September after serving about a year in Iraq. Some soldiers had to improvise to have a reliable job.
Well, before the deployment, I ended up running my own construction business. The economy was starting to go down. We had the deployment coming up. So I ended up shutting everything down once the deployment happened. Once we came back, the economy was still hadn't recovered.
Stubb ended up finding a full-time job and now works at Missoula's National Guard Armory.
I've always enjoyed physical labor and working outside, but it just wasn't feasible at this time.
The unemployment rate among the soldiers with the 163rd was right at the statewide average.
The 20%, so it's a little higher because, again, the troops are coming home and they don't have a job. The business went out of business. And then they get here and they decide, you know what, there's an opportunity for the GI Bill, so I'm going to go to school.
When the 163rd came home, some decided to take time off since they came back after the fall semester already started.
I want to be a full-time student. I don't want to get an employer with full-time work when I'm only going to be there for a month, and then all of a sudden I'm going to be working in school and I have to change my shift, so it's kind of difficult to find a job right now.
The National Guard holds yellow ribbon ceremonies to help reintegrate soldiers into civilian life after coming home from a high-stress environment.
Part of those yellow ribbon ceremonies will focus on resume writing and job skills and taking the military skills that they learned and applying them to the civilian market.
And when it comes to unemployment among veterans of all wars, the Missoula Job Service says 1,300 veterans are looking for jobs in Missoula County. Flathead County has nearly 700 jobless veterans. In Missoula, Irina Cates for Montana's news station.
Well, yesterday, the Senate unanimously passed a bill to help unemployed veterans. It gives employers tax credits of up to $5,600 for hiring veterans who are unemployed longer than 6 months.